Last month, a report indicated that 56% of a consumer's weekly shopping bill is spent on fresh produce. But what are supermarkets doing to lift sales in this category? We came to Bloom to find out.
Fruit and veg and produce in general, vital, absolutely critical for retailers. It can be the #1 footfall driver in the store. It gives a really good chance to differentiate yourself, to be that real point of difference from the competitor, from the store at the top of the town, from the near neighbour beside you. The chance to innovate and be different in fresh fruit and veg and in produce is there, and it's a massive opportunity for retailers. The Irish shopper, again, it's perhaps a bit of a circling the wagons type thing. We want to know where our food comes from. We want to feel that we know the person that produced it. And again, through Donnelly and through the work that we do with our growers, we're proud to put our name on everything and put our growers' name on everything that we sell. People, interestingly, are going a lot for pre-pack. You know, the prepared salads, prepared vegetables. Again, you're just trying to save them time at home, helping them to eat better, helping them eat quicker. And again, it's ranges that we're developing constantly. We believe we've got very distinctive packaging, and I think you can see from the branding here, it's very strong, colourful and powerful, and it draws a shopper into the category, which is very important in fruit and veg, to get people to kind of stop and look and see it. So again, we're trying to grow that and do more with it, and we're constantly adding products to our range, constantly adding innovation to our range, something new to the market. And again, it helps the retailer always be fresh, keep the range ticking over, keep the planogram ticking over, but it also helps the shopper to be surprised and be delighted when they come in store as well.
But what about quality perceptions? With so much competition in the marketplace, how do consumers know that this product is right for them?
There's been a lot of research every year by the retailers in the industry to see which determines the shoppers going to different stores, and fresh produce every year is in the top 1, 2, 3 numbers, so it's critical for retailers, and they're all adopting similar strategies at the moment. Like a lot of the retailers are doing a lot of very aggressive promotions to drive footfall into the business. We've developed mixed berry packs, and that's proved very popular with customers, so it's generated a new market that wasn't there before. And then over the next coming weeks, we're going to be launching our own Keeling snack pots, and that's really going to help convenience for various people. It's going to be the equivalent of one a day, and we just think that's going to be a great opportunity for people to enjoy berries in a very convenient way.
Well, I think the retailer plays a really key part in promoting the product to really sort of revamp and grow and extend the potato category. What's important is when consumers choose their retailer to shop in, to do their weekly shop or their every second day, or how often they frequent the store, they really, they need to be sort of drawn into that category. They might bypass it at the moment. The older generation will certainly shop it. It's a little bit more habitual. But for the slightly younger generation, to get the footfall back by the potato category, I think what's key is signage. They need to be navigated over and drawn by good in-store signage that determines the varieties of the potato, the different types, the usage, point of sale material, recipe ideas, and some little tips on boiling, mashing, steaming, all the sort of ways to cook potatoes, the ease of it, because there tends to be a perception that it's very long and tedious to cook in comparison to other carbohydrates and other fruit and vegetables, but in fact it's not. So if we could educate at store level, so when you're shopping, you're hungry, you see a lovely bowl, a nice image on the store signage of steaming potatoes with a nice dressing, and you think to yourself, that's easy to do. So I think catching the consumer at store level via nice signage, recipe cards is key as well to drawing in the consumer.
Provenance is also key, and organisations such as Love Irish Food have made great strides in educating customers as to the benefits of shopping locally, particularly in fresh categories.
Provenance is nowadays an incredibly important component of a consumer's mindset when they're shopping. They're out there and they are concerned and a bit skeptical, let's face it, given food scares that have happened over time. And provenance is there to reassure them about the source and the quality of the product that they're purchasing. Love Irish helps the whole story of a surety of a product by ensuring that people fully understand that the product is grown here in Ireland and produced here in Ireland. And so we insist that when a product is processed, that it has 80% of the value of the product created here in Ireland. Ideally, what a retailer can do to promote Love Irish Food is to utilise the Love Irish Food point of sale and position it directly next to the SEL on shelf. because that is what the consumer is looking at. They're out there, they're looking for value, they're looking for quality, they're looking for consistency, and then they're looking for Irishness as well. And all of those things are summed up in a small area around the SEL, and that's something that if we can clearly establish that a product is made here, that a retailer showing Love Irish Food logo as a mark of where the product is coming from, that will be of tremendous help to a shopper in understanding where a product is actually produced.
According to Cliona Lynch of market analysts Kantar World Panel, while consumers remain price sensitive in the category, innovation is driving additional footfall to stores.
And we can see that there's some growth coming through in fruit and veg, particularly in the prepared fruit and veg sector, but we've seen about 3% growth, which is ahead of the general grocery market. It's doing really well. We see things like Chinese leaves doing very well, so people are looking for a bit of variety in their diet, they're looking for something new. And we've seen the traditional products like parsnips and cabbage, those are actually declining year on year, and that matches off against an increase in prices for those, so we can see that shoppers are very sensitive to that. It's very important for smaller retailers to focus on the fruit and veg sector. It's driving footfall into the store. It's very important in terms of penetration and frequency. So the smaller retailers really need to make sure that their fruit and veg offer is on point if they're not going to lose share switching away to the larger competitors.
So as we've seen, the fruit and veg category remains one of the most competitive in the marketplace, but it's also a category that's not short on innovation and has plenty of room for growth.